Good morning, y'all. I wanted to do just a little mini science lesson. We have been talking about adaptations of animals and adaptations of seeds, of plants, and things like that. And I went around my yard the other day and I picked up some different kinds of seeds. And with those seeds, I want to show you how different plants adapt or have adapted to disperse their seeds in different ways. Okay? And that is an adaptation, remember, is something that an organism does or the way it looks in order to survive in its environment. Okay, so I have four different things here. One, this is a golden berry. Now, it is a fruit, and the seeds, without making a mess, are on the inside. Look at all the seeds there. Can you see the seeds? Okay, the seeds are all on the inside. Now, the plant is going to drop the fruit that doesn't get eaten onto the ground, and the seeds are going to be dispersed in the ground. But then there's going to be some competition from the parent plants. The parents are going to want all the water and all the nutrients, and these seeds might germinate, but they might not end up surviving because bigger plants are taking everything that they need. Okay, so when an animal comes along and eats this, say, Bonnie, then the seeds are not going to be digested in their body. They're going to eat the fruit, and the seeds are not going to be digested. And then when the animal goes to the bathroom, and they do that anywhere and everywhere, they're going to disperse the seeds. The seeds are then going to start to germinate later on with the right things like sunlight and water and nutrients from the soil and so on. Okay, so that's one way. Animals can spread it through eating the fruit. Okay, another one, and this is just a plain old dandelion. I picked it the other day. You can see the seeds. Okay, you got these little itty bitty helicopter things. Here we go. Got these little itty bitty helicopter things, and the wind. I really don't want helicopters all over my house, but when the wind blows, they are just going to fly everywhere. Okay. Something else too about this one is if an animal comes along that's really, really furry and brushes up next to it, look what happens. Okay. Those seeds are going to stick to the animal's fur. Okay, so an animal can, once again, not only can the wind disperse the seed, but so can animals or people that are walking by. The next one I have is a weed that has these little itty bitty balls on them. And these little balls right here are going to be where the seeds are. And the animals are not going to eat these in most cases. What is going to happen is, once again, when a furry animal comes by, it's going to stick to their fur. You can see? It's going to stick to their fur, and somewhere along the road, it's going to be dispersed. Now, the next one is an acorn. Now, animals are going to eat this, but they're going to eat it and they're going to chew it up, and it's going to go into their digestive system, and when they go to the bathroom, it's not going to be a whole seed anymore. Okay, what is going to happen is squirrels, they take these things and they're going to disperse them by digging holes in other areas. They try to hide their food for later on. So they're going to dig holes and they're going to bury them, and they're going to come back for them later. Sometimes they forget, and when that happens, they start to germinate, and you begin to get an oak tree of some sort. Okay, so a lot of these ways, animals are involved in all of it. You've got animals are involved in dispersing the seeds through eating them, and then through their waste. You've got the wind, okay, and animals, their fur is going to some seeds are going to stick to their fur. And then lastly, you have some animals that just move it around and bury it on their own to save for later for a little snack. Here's what I want you to do. So here's your challenge. Sometime this week, I want you to go outside and I want you to look for plants that have seeds, okay? And I want you to try to figure out how those seeds are dispersed. Is an animal going to disperse it by eating its fruit? Is the wind going to disperse it by blowing the seeds around? Is another animal going to disperse it by carrying it someplace or burying it someplace? Okay, so I am going to put an activity on Flipgrid, and I want you to show me your seeds that you find, and I want you to tell me how you think those plants have adapted so that their seeds are dispersed. Y'all have a good day. I miss you, and continue to wash your hands. I'll talk to you later. Bye.